You think you're in control. You walk into a grocery store, you see 50 different types of pasta sauce, and you tell yourself, wow, look at all this freedom. I can choose exactly what I want. But here's the cold, hard truth. That isn't freedom. That is a trap. That wall of sauce bottles isn't there to help you find the perfect dinner. It's designed to short-circuit your brain. It's the reason you walked in for one thing and walked out with nothing, or worse. You bought the same brand you've been buying for 10 years just to make the anxiety stop. You're not making choices. You're being paralyzed. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how they do it. Let's keep it real for a second. We've all been there on a Friday night. You open Netflix, you have thousands of movies, endless documentaries, every show imaginable right at your fingertips. It's the ultimate dream, right? So, why do you spend 45 minutes scrolling through thumbnails, watching trailers, adding stuff to my list, only to give up and rewatch The Office for the 100th time? This is what behavioral psychologists call analysis paralysis. See, your brain is lazy. It hates burning energy. When you present it with three options, A, B, or C, it runs a quick comparison and picks the winner. Easy. Dopamine hit, done. But when you give it 50 options, your brain doesn't just scale up, it crashes. It views the decision not as an opportunity, but as a math problem it can't solve. The fear of picking the wrong movie outweighs the joy of watching the right one. So you default to 0. Now you might think, okay, that's just me being indecisive. No, it's not. This is a quantifiable glitch in human hardware, and retailers have known about it since the year 2000. There was a famous experiment known as the jam trap. Researchers set up a booth with 24 flavors of jam versus a booth with only 6 flavors. The result, the booth with less options sold 10 times more product. Think about that. 10 times sales just by removing choice. But here is the scary part. They aren't just doing this with jam anymore. Look at Tinder. Look at Amazon. It's the same experiment, but on a global scale. They know that if they flood you with endless options, whether it's dating or shopping, you won't look for the best match. You'll look for the safest escape route. They use the chaos to force you into compliance. But wait, it gets deeper. This isn't just about what you buy. It's about how you see yourself. Psychologically, there are 2 types of people in this world: the maximizers and the satisficers. The maximizer is the person who needs the absolute best. They read 500 reviews for a toaster. They compare specs on every phone. They're terrified of making a suboptimal choice. The Satisficer, they have a standard. Does this toaster toast bread? Yes. Sold. They don't care if there was a slightly better one in the next aisle. I want to challenge you right now. Drop your ego for a second. Are you the maximizer who spends 3 weeks researching a laptop and ends up miserable? Or are you the Satisficer who buys the first thing that works and sleeps like a baby at night? The ironic part? The maximizers listening to this are probably analyzing whether they should comment or not right now. Just pick a side. Let me know which one you are down below. I'm genuinely curious. If you want proof that less is more, look at the most profitable companies on earth. Look at Apple. When Steve Jobs came back in '97, Apple was dying. They had dozens of confusing products. Jobs didn't add more features. He took a marker to the whiteboard and erased 70% of the product line. He said, "We're making 4 computers, that's it." He removed the burden of choice. You didn't walk into an Apple store confused. You walked in, pointed at the Pro one, and paid. Now look at Trader Joe's. They carry maybe 4,000 items compared to a normal supermarket's 40,000. They don't have 15 brands of peanut butter. They have Trader Joe's peanut butter. Creamy or crunchy, pick one and get out. And the crazy part, Trader Joe's sells double the amount of product per square foot compared to Walmart. Why? Because they eliminated the fear of regret. This brings us to the nastiest psychological trick of them all, regret. When you pick a pair of jeans from a shelf that has only 2 pairs, and those jeans aren't perfect, you blame the jeans. When you pick a pair of jeans from a rack of 100 options and they aren't perfect, you blame yourself. You think, with all these choices, surely the perfect pair was here, and I was just too stupid to find it. This is called opportunity cost. Every option you don't choose feels like a loss. Companies exploit this insecurity to upsell you bundles or premium tiers just to make the decision for you. So how do you beat them? You stop trying to find the best. You start looking for good enough. You become a Satisficer intentionally. But avoiding choice paralysis is only half the battle. Once you finally do pick a product, there is another psychological glitch that tricks your brain into thinking it's better than it actually is. It's the reason you swear that $200 sneakers are more comfortable than $50 ones. Even if they're made in the same factory, it's not about quality, it's about the pain of paying. Companies have found a glitch in your brain that makes you happy to lose money. I'm exposing their entire playbook in the next video. Subscribe. You literally can't afford to miss this.